On today's episode, Rock's Car Shop, this is part 2 of the Toyota 4Runner mouse damage. This time we're doing prevention, so we're going to use this guy here. It's called Mouse Blocker Pro. It's a 12-volt system. It puts out sound and lights. It's for automobiles, campers, RVs, farm equipment, and it's real easy two-wire installation. So basically with this guy here, when we unbox it, you come with the installation instructions, of course some zip ties, and then the unit itself. You have to pay attention to the wiring, because you want to mount this unit in an area that's close enough for your wiring. If not, you've got to make extensions on these wires, which ain't no big deal. This is your lights. This is your speaker. You also have another speaker over here. This is your mode button. You need to be able to get to that mode button real easy because it's got 3 different modes: low, medium, and high. So basically what you want to do is you want to mount this guy somewhere on the firewall where the lights are pointed toward a reflective surface, and that way you get reflection of these lights back on your engine area. This vehicle here, Toyota, what mice have been eating on this has been the fuel injection wires. Any of the wires around the actual upper air intake, those wires in the air, they like to get in there and nest. They bring all their food and their nesting material in there. And I guess the wires taste good to them, or they get in their way, or they get angry at them. They chew them to pieces. I mean, literally chew them to pieces. So we're going to mount this guy in an area somewhere back there, probably on that firewall. And I'm probably going to buy some little mirrors that are magnetic I can stick on the firewall that'll help reflect some of the light too as well. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into this. We'll be cutting in and out on the video. We'll try to bring all this together so you guys can see the final product. If you haven't watched my earlier video on what we had to do, the car was only firing on 2 cylinders. That's because 4 of the 6 injector wires were chewed in 2, and also the upper camshaft sensor wire was chewed in 2. And I had to fix all that, had to make new wires, new everything, and weld all that back together, solder all that back together. So after we did that, we treated the engine bay with peppermint oil and fox urine, also ghost pepper extract. We also put in the snake away mouse repellent packages. I put 6 of them underneath here. And we also, if you can see here, we put out some cayenne pepper. See all this dust here? It's cayenne and chili pepper. So they haven't been back, but that's the way I want to keep it. I want them not coming back. I don't want to do this again. And it's pretty bad when, you know, my wife can't go anywhere, and she's got 2 young kids at home. And, you know, it's one of those situations where, you know, you need a vehicle and you can't get in the vehicle. I'm really disappointed with Toyota, really am, using this type of wiring, the soybean coated wiring. Like I said, I've got other vehicles, other different brands and manufacturers, don't have nowhere near the issue. So, but I'm probably going to mount this guy maybe about right in there somewhere. I don't know. I really don't know. I might mount it like that. It might be upside down, but over here, run the wirings above, tie wrap it, bring it over here to the battery. You can hook this guy directly up to the battery. It has an inline fuse, as you can see here. What it's going to do, if your battery is above 11.5 volts, this guy's going to operate. If your battery drops below 11.5 volts, this guy's going to turn off so it doesn't kill your battery. And whenever you start the vehicle, it detects that your alternator is actually charging your battery. It'll turn this guy off automatically, so you don't have to do anything. All you've got to do is mount it, wire it, and select your intensity on it, and you're good to go. Like I said, I'm probably going to put some mirrors underneath here to help refract some of the lighting. So we're going to get into it, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I may wire it into the battery directly, but I may also look into this relay box here and see what we've got in here. Sometimes we'll have a post in here. I see a post here, and that'll have 12 volts on it. So I'm going to take my test light, put it on ground, and see if this guy's got any power, which it does. So theoretically, I don't really have to bring everything here. I can just bring it to this post here, and I can ground it to the body over here, right there. So this bolt here, and that right there will be my 12-volt hot. So I'll probably bring the wires there. So with that in mind, they really like to get back in here. That's where they're coming in. I don't know if you can see behind these hoses. Back here behind these hoses, that's where they like to go. So maybe I might mount that guy right there so the lights will flash down here. And that'll give me plenty of wiring to get here and here. So I'm going to mount my ground here on that bolt, and I'll mount my hot wire right here. So that's the plan. And I may put a mirror right over there on that wall, that firewall, to help refract some of the lighting. But we'll see. Anyway, let's get started. Got me a ladder so I can get up in here real good. I think I found the spot I want to mount it. Went ahead and put a blanket over the fender on the paint. I've got a 5/16 Tech screw, which is a self-tapping screw. And if I mount this just right, which is kind of hard because I'm right-handed, I want to do something like that at an angle so I can get to the mode button real easy. But I want to get it as high as I can get it too. Something like that, maybe. Okay, there's one side. And I think if I can squeeze back there and get another one in over there. I know I can take these off because I took these off the other day, fixed the wiring. Let me get a screwdriver. So I'm going to pop this clamp here loose on a plastic thing like that. If I push it down out the way, I might be able to get in there with the drill. 5/16 and extension here. Got to hold. Okay, let me go get another screw. Screws now. I'm just not left-handed, and everything here I need to do, I need to be left-handed to do it. But and my bit extension is a little bit too long. I might try to go in there with just a bit itself. It's just not working out for me to get in this little tight area here too good. But like they always say, if it was easy, anybody do it. I can't get to it. Let me get another different bit. Okay, we back. I guess we're back. If you hadn't ever used these are Malco. And Klein Tools will also make some too, but they're 5/16 and a quarter. You just flip them around, and they're magnetic. Pretty cool. So well worth the money. Okay. Push down, pull up, squeeze this in here. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, it was a good idea. Maybe. Get in there good enough. Okay. All right, it's in there. Now, put our hoses back. All right, this wire, I think we're gonna run it behind the master cylinder here. And we'll tie wrap it to this here and there, and we'll go ahead and hook it down there to the ground and hot. Get some covers. Okay, we're back. There's my tail from putting that on there. Cut that off. Now, that wire is tucked nicely behind there, so I'm gonna grab this bunch of wires here and I'm gonna tie wrap it there. I think I'm gonna just pull it in there nice and even. That way it don't get caught on anything. And I think we'll come through here. Get my hand down below this wiring loom here. Oh man. Gotcha. Pull the slack out of it. Like that. Now I'd hope that the mouse blocker people wouldn't make their wires out of soybean. That'd be bad that the mice get in there and eat the wires on the mouse prevention device. That'd be just my luck though. Okay, so we're gonna grab a ratchet here. I think that's 10. Loosen that bolt up there and land this ground wire on it. Like so. Okay, and now we're going to hook this to that, but I'm going to go ahead and notch this out a little bit so wire don't get pinched. Just like that. We'll go ahead and notch it pretty deep, like so. All right, now my thinking is here, I can take this guy here loose, like so, and we can slap this guy underneath there like that, and we got lights on back there. Hey, it's working. That's pretty cool. All right, now we got it tight. Okay, make sure our ground is tight. Yep, our hot's tight. Yep. I'm gonna bring this hot wire down through that little notch that I put in there. We'll do something like that. See how it's stuffing down in there? Like that. Okay, and then we can put the fuse box cover back on. Like so, and there's our wires right here. We'll just let those hang like that. There's our fuse. Here's our Mouse Blocker Pro. It's got a mode button on it, so we'll hit the mode button. You can hear that one. That's off. So on, that's 1, 2, 3. We're gonna leave it on 3. So you should be able to hear that through the camera here because the microphone is really sensitive. So it should really sound like, it should be drowning out my voice right about now, if I'm thinking correctly. So theoretically, if we put a mirror out here, somewhere out here, that'll refract some of the lighting underneath the cowl and upper intake area. I'm not going to put the little beauty cover back on this thing, and we'll leave it open. That'll help prevent them from wanting to build there because number one, you know, when you put that cover on there, it's like having a roof. It's like having a roof on a house. So just gives them a good chance to want to build something in there. But here you go, Mouse Blocker Pro. I think it's a really good purchase if you want to keep mice out of your vehicle, especially out of engine bay. Real simple to hook up, as you just saw. I'm gonna leave this one on 3 and we'll go from there. Until next time, y'all have a good evening. Please like and subscribe and come back for more. We'll have more videos and more automobile repairs and more preventative measures when it comes to rodents and other things. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. Have a good day.